True insight is very powerful and very active, and it's inspiring rather than leading.
Everyone's invested in all the tools and the technology and everything else to actually get all the data, and then they're sat there looking at it, and it means nothing. It means as less as if they hadn't had those tools and that technology in place. I think it's the insight that we're now really starting to get to grips with.
Is big data enough? Does it give you what you need, or do we need to go deeper?
I think that there's always going to be a need to understand that deeper level of human interaction, and I think I think culturally that's not going to change.
The real aha moments are when you interpret that data, you add a layer of expertise on, and that's when you allow people to kind of really move along that journey. But that takes time, actually, and more and more, we see this quite often with media agents will come to us and say, we really want to know everything you know about kind of food trends, and can you get it to us by lunchtime tomorrow? And we say, we can get you that information, but it won't be insightful, it will be data and numbers.
It's super important to always remember when you're looking at data that those numbers actually represent people. So they represent what people do, what people buy, how they eat, how they move, how they think.
That's where research has really been at GHD. It's about changing company culture and a mindset shift to get people to think about, the human being that buys the product and actually uses it.
So what happens within your organisation when the insight provides comes back with an insight that is unacceptable to the organisation?
Oh God, happens all the
How do you
time.
deal with that? The computer says this, but management says no. How do you deal with that?
I'm a firm believer in, if the organisation believes something and the research is saying something different, stand true to what your insight tells you.
Really boring answer, but I guess it's just about agreeing what's the acceptable line and way of interpreting it.
I think it was John Nesbitt that said that the biggest breakthroughs of the century will be about expanding the concept of what it means to be human rather than from tech. So really using insight and strategy to understand that, to understand humans, understand what you're trying to do. It's never about the brand, it's never about the product, it's always about people and their frustrations and their problems.